the universe. And oh, I wanted to speak on this next key because I had forgotten about saying those things that I would have twins.
Yeah.
And then it happened. And every time that I have forgotten and just let it go and trusted the universe, it came in.
Yep. 100%. Like it works both ways. Like it works if you do it the first way or this way. So, and this is my favorite way though, for sure, is to forget about it. Like, although most people aren't unable, it's because the number one again is love spells, right? So if you're heartbroken over somebody, it's really hard to forget that, so that's why most of the time they're not successful, like, because you're not capable of it. But you have to really be able to surrender, like you said, Stephanie, surrender to it and like know that the universe has your back, right? Even though you shouldn't do this kind of spell, period. No love spells, bad stuff.
Yeah, we don't want to do those. If anything, maybe you can always do a summoning spell of who's supposed to be with you and not get specific about the name. Maybe do specific characteristics,
Right. Oh, I mean, love spells are fine if they're not forcing someone to do something they don't want to do, right?
Correct.
Like if you want to do a self-love spell, fine. If you want to bring love in, fine. But if it's a specific person, no, like that's a bad thing. But like, I mean, do what you want. But just we warned you, okay?
Yeah. Oh, we warned you. Yeah, I definitely have done those, and they backfired
every time.
And
doesn't matter if you bind it. Doesn't matter if it still happens. It's just it still happens.
It doesn't matter how much you protect yourself.
Nope, that doesn't matter at all. So yeah, like ideally you can just, once you are done with your spell, you should get rid of everything that reminds you of that spell and put it away. Like put it away out of sight, out of mind.
I personally bury mine.
What was that?
I personally bury mine.
Right. Yeah. If you have a place to bury it, great. Like if not, you can flush it down the toilet. If it will be flushed, or you can throw it away. But you want it out of your sight. If you bury it, depending on what the spell is, that can also help for it to like grow. Like if it's something where you want to bring something into you, that's good. But if you ever want to get rid of something, you want to get rid of it. Like get it away from you. Like if you bury it away from your house, right? Like away from you, if it's some banishing or something, right? Like you want to not have it on your property. But the confirmation, like you got to get over the idea that you're gonna that it's gonna happen right away, because there's no time limits on this stuff. Like you can't say I want it within a week. I mean, that doesn't work that way. So you got to give up the idea of being like win, and you just have to trust that it's going when it's right, it'll happen.
Yeah, when all of the environmental factors are right, the timing's right, the cast is right of characters, all of these things will come into play and just sit right where they need to be.
Right.
And if you trust that and truly believe in it, then it'll play out the way it's supposed to. And we're not talking like, oh, you have to wait 5-10 years. No. If you follow these rules and you follow a tried and true, like something from a tried and true spell book or somebody's grimoire, okay, that's maybe passed down in your family or from a published one, but it's from a tradition. There's a reason we use traditions. They have power because enough people have believed in them to give them that energy.
Right. I do say that when I started off, I write all my own spells right now.
Same here, yeah.
But it's always a good idea, I think, to find one that you resonate with, like online or in a book, right? And then tweak it to make it your own, right? Like, you can change some things so that it's personally yours. That's usually helpful. Like sometimes though, you should stick to and you'll know, like if there's like steps and stuff, like you want to follow that. But the ones that are just like words, you can add your own things in there. That's fine. But it's always best to do your own if you know how to do it. And we'll do an episode on that, right? We'll do an episode on spell.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Right. And you because we're both eclectic practitioners, we take from all different things, but mostly from whatever